All right, hey Sagittarius. So I'm doing the Mercury retrograde read, and this is intended for between now and June 3rd. Okay, so you guys, I'm just gonna pull the highlights and then what this means for work with clarifiers after retrograde, what it means for personal relationships, and then where it's gonna head after retrograde. And then we're gonna step into self care, acknowledge where you've been and what's coming after retrograde. So if you guys are new, please subscribe because I am starting to give away up to 3 free reads a week based off of your comments. All right, and this is the first time I've done this, so be gentle on me, you guys. So I'm just gonna start with the highlights. The highlights for Sagittarius. Let me get one more shuffle. All right, so the highlighted cards that I pull, you guys, is just areas of focus. All right, where you were, where you are, where you're going. All right, look at that. Wow. Okay, so here is what I feel. Look at this. So the King of Cups, I'm going to go ahead and maybe with this is somebody that you could be dealing with that is emotionally manipulative, quite moody. You could resonate with that. You could resonate with the lack aspects of self-care and self-love, maybe even feeling, why can't I have what I want, when it comes to life. I just feel like this is an imbalance when it comes to the emotional body. All right, and I feel like that's what your experience has been. And where you're at now, we have a kind of shifting into this King of Pentacles. So you could just be like right here, it's focusing on security, comfort when it comes to your material wealth and needs. So I almost kind of feel like some of you guys, you could actually be putting thoughts of somebody out of your head and kind of compensating by overworking. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of what I'm seeing. Sometimes it's easy to ignore our emotions when we just throw ourselves, engulf ourselves in work aspects and career. All right, but what you can acknowledge right here is the Sun card. So I feel like what your spirit guides is saying, Sagittarius, is your emotions. I feel like, they've probably been at an all-time high, and I feel like you could be avoiding some of your emotions, channeling it through work instead. But you got to know everything is going to balance out. You're going to see that sun. You're going to see that sun coming into your life. All right. So let's just see what retrograde means for when it comes to work and the material life. All right. What you're currently experiencing. Okay, so what you're currently experiencing, look at this. You got the Knight of Swords coming in reverse. So this right here is somebody who feels completely burnt out, maybe impulsive, unfocused, restless, fast thinking. And if you're like, Becki, my energy has not been like that. It's almost like there's a butting of a heads that's going to come through. And I feel like kind of what you're being warned about when it comes to the aspects of work is to be careful how you approach people, especially if you are dealing with somebody who's pissed you off. You got the Two of Swords coming through too. And it's like, I just can't help but feel like you could be ignoring somebody. You could be having difficulties with somebody. And it's really just kind of putting a stress overall on the workspace. But I feel like kind of what you're being reminded when it comes to work with the King of Swords is, to establish mental clarity and have the intellectual power you need to deal with people. It's like you guys know how to talk to people that bother you, and you know what to say and what not to say. I kind of just feel like it's thinking before you speak or take action on something, especially if you guys are the superior role when it comes to work. I feel like, what you could be is acknowledging right here, or what you're being told is to acknowledge your role in the specific field that you're playing a part in. I kind of feel like with work right now, so far what I've seen, work experiences and money, that's been a negative for everybody just as well. So just remember, I'm not going to say bite your tongue, but just remember to be truthful, stand in your truth, your honesty, your integrity, especially when it comes to dealing with situations in the work area, the work environment that you just are really not making you happy, man. It's almost like I can see you guys wanting to punch somebody and you know that you can't, right? draw back that energy. This is temporary. This is very, very temporary. And I feel like what you're being told right here is you are the King of Swords, man. This is just business right here. It's not going to stay this way forever for whatever heightened energy and emotions you're feeling, or especially when it comes to dealing with those energies around you. You know, I feel like too with the Two of Swords, you guys could be asking or being called to kind of distance yourself from people who bring this energy out of you. Okay, I just feel like you stepping away. I mean, shit, I don't know, put your headphones on, or just, I just kind of feel like anybody who disrupts your energy or gets on your nerves, what you're being asked to do right now is distance yourself. All right, because it's not going to get you anywhere. So let's just see what kind of is transitioning on the work front after June 3rd, where things are going. All right, look at that. We have harmony when it comes to work, you guys. It's almost like there's an acknowledgement, there's an apology coming through, especially if you've been dealing with somebody that's just totally just put you on the edge of your seat. All right, I feel like that person is coming through and really offering an apology. You know, I feel like there is going to be some form of clarity, peace, happiness that comes through this dynamic. But I actually see what this, I feel like that if you're having an issue with somebody, and I can't help but feel like you guys are, there is going to be an acknowledgement, an offering, a peace offering even. All right. With somebody who maybe disrespected you, or just failed to acknowledge what their role was and what your role was. All right, and what I see is some sort of harmony coming through this dynamic. Okay, so let's see what it means for relationships. Let's just see kind of where your relationships have been, or the highlight. Let's just see when it comes to relationships. Okay, so we have the three of coins in reverse. You got the Seven of Cups in reverse. I kind of feel like what you guys are dealing with right now is, I just feel like it's a lack of unity. Potentially, you know, you're being treated as an option, like you might not matter to people when it comes to your life. I feel like this right here is energy that does just enough to kind of keep you at bay, whether it's family, romance. I feel like this can be on any scale. I just kind of feel like this energy right here is you're not feeling important enough, you know, when it comes to your certain specific area that you're having trouble in. It's like you're an option, like you don't matter, you know, you're not important enough to this dynamic, you know, as it sits. And there's your unhealthy ways of thinking. This right here could even be touching because of the relationship that's suffering the most. It's like the Page of Cups energy that's coming through. You could be dealing with somebody younger, all right, but it's almost like this, the connection is not feeding you. And I kind of feel like the connection that's coming through here, it could be so bad right now that you are actually taking on unhealthy roles that you normally wouldn't take on. You know, not every day. It could be overeating, over drinking. It could just be that this person's lack of authenticity towards you is really taking a physical toll. I can't help but feel like it is, you guys. And I kind of feel like what you're kind of being told to acknowledge here is to not give somebody that much power over you. Okay, so let's see what the relationship sector is looking like after June 3rd. Where is it going for you? Oh, look at that. Look at this, you guys. You got the 10 of Wands coming through. All right, so somebody, it's like whoever has not given you enough or paid enough attention to this dynamic, what I'm seeing right here is they're going to return in a better state or a better frame of mind. Okay, you got a solid new foundation coming through. This is the return. And this is bigger than any page. Okay, so I feel like this, for the relationship applicable to your life, I do feel like there's going to be a reset on it in a huge way where there was not order and rules beforehand. There's going to be some sort of a balance, order, rules, stability, and a stable projection looking towards the future. You got the Star card coming through too. So it's important, you guys, to kind of release the negative energy that you've been holding on to when it comes to this person and start start channeling positive energy. How do you want this to come back around? How do you want this person to treat you? How do you want this person to acknowledge your existence? All right, that's what you need to start thinking about, and that's where the energy will shift. Don't let that Eight of Swords energy, you guys, don't let that person overpower you. So let's just see what's coming through on self-care. Self-care. Look at you guys kind of having some inner conflict. Look at that. The Queen of Cups coming through. Self-care, man. This is self-care and self-love. And what you're being acknowledged is that you have not been taking care of yourself, you guys. You haven't. Okay. Look at this negative energy. All right. You got the Five of Coins. You got the Five of Swords coming through. It's time to rest. It's time to give back to yourself. You can't forget that you're just a vessel for your soul who's very, very innocent, that has not done anything to you, you guys. And I feel like what you're being told right here is to take it easy on yourself, man, because for whoever's here, you guys can make me cry, because this right here says you are letting the outside energy really affect you in such a way that you're depleting your energy, you guys. All right. And I get it. It's like maybe you don't feel important enough. Maybe you feel like you're last on the list of everybody, the universe is working against you, but your heart is so pure and so kind, you guys. Just give back to yourself for now. So let's see where your energy sits after June 3rd, where your energy will be, should you choose to heal, reevaluate, right? Reevaluate what you've been doing, what's going on. Do not let anybody paralyze you. Look at that. You got transition, you got new beginnings, you got the Ace of Wands, the Magician card, and the Eight of Pentacles. All right, it's like you're stepping up, okay? It's like a reinstilled passion to channel the divine energy back inside of you. All right, look at this. You cannot manifest. You can't be the magician of your life if you're not taking care of yourself, okay? So now it's time to put that in motion. It's time to put that energy in your head, you guys. This right here is temporary, all right? So after June 3rd, you're going to see a huge shift in your own personal energy. And I feel like the refocus right here is really putting your projections towards the future. Whatever you wish, the universe is saying is at our command. Is at your command. Sorry. Sagittarius, I hope this has been helpful. I'm going to leave it here. You guys take care.